Yeah, so you guys found...
Where are they? Why is it?
There were spooky veins in the jungle. Within the jungle, you could say. Within the jungle's veins.
We could see this from the edge of the jungle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The title's what?
Within the jungle's veins. That's the name.
But D&D.
So you saw veins within
They
the
shouldn't
jungle.
be in here.
We have met the veins.
And everyone was like, hey, what is that? And also, maybe...
There it is.
The beginning of the prophecy of screaming fire. Is that what we think it is? Maybe the three-headed dragon is a-coming.
Also,
Why did they think it was the beginning of the prophecy?
Because it's a spooky thing that's happening after the prophecy.
I, for one, don't think they're related at all.
Here it is.
Because that was the previous scene, bro.
alright, like, also,
Juxtaposition.
Monteca and Scarp are, like, actually...
Yeah,
Working
you're becoming
together?
buddies now. Drake has started love bombing them. And they agreed to be friends. And there is a couple... I need my map! There's a couple of Pantheran
Drake started love bombing them,
camps.
and they some of us popped out. Here's Willow.
Drakus gave you some presents and flexed her big muscles for you, and you folded.
Some of
You
us
said, she's not so bad.
Some of us popped out of the ground like little moles. Right up there.
And your mentor has taken off and disappeared. We don't know where they are, right? With their kid?
Yes.
Yes.
She vanished.
So...
That's probably fine. I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't give it another thought.
I went home.
Like a problem.
My family all told me to leave again. I took my sister. I didn't see... not Jafar. What's his name?
Jenner.
I was like...
almost the same.
I was like, Jafar, Jathair...
Jafar? Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did not
either.
see Jafar. You didn't see him there.
I didn't see Jenner either.
You didn't see Jenner either.
Just my mom and my sister, basically.
Yes.
I did see other people generally, but
some kind of
they were
cartoon
kind of
villain.
standoffish. Nobody was very happy with me.
Animated ability.
And
this is me trying to draw the. I should have done this before. This is me trying to draw the carpet because she was laying on the carpet.
And my best spot is off somewhere in Pantheris, right?
Yes. Dasha? Yeah. Yeah, so you guys saw the stuff. Everyone was like, what is this?
Well...
Drakus wants to know more about it before anyone, goes following it off somewhere.
Also need the charge.
And, she thinks that if anyone knows where, it's coming from, or more information about it, it would probably be the eldest Tuca, the leader of the Pantherans. Because he travels around the most.
Even though we're all already jumping to conclusions.
I don't think that was helpful, but I did it. There is no undo button.
I mean, I don't know what your conclusions are. You can come to whatever conclusions you want.
I am fully assuming that it's my people.
She knows that the eldest Tuca has been working with Canopria. So she's not sure if he'll be very cooperative, but...
Right, there's been,
She figures, they've gotta... It's time. It's time to lock in. It's time to buckle down.
There's been, Canoprian, paladins and stuff
Yes.
coming out.
Yes, Canoprians have recently become known. Everybody has their names. Scarp people are called the Shades. Monteca people... Scarpies. Monteca people are called the Drakes.
I call them Scarpavians.
Pantherans are called Jaguars. And Canoprians have recently started being called Vipers.
That doesn't sound very cuddly.
But yeah, so Drakus wanted to have a meeting on who should go, try to find eldest Tuca.
We're already leaving.
She wanted to vote on who should go. Oh my god, hear me out. What if it was the players?
What if it was the players? Nah.
We're sending. What's his name?
Yak.
Yak.
Sending Yak in to go find. I mean, Yak loves. What was he saying last time?
Mutual. What was it?
Mutually beneficial.
Mutually beneficial.
Yak loves diplomacy.
He's a master negotiator. He just says that until you agree.
Mutually beneficial. Hear me out.
What if it was mutually beneficial?
Ever since he first saw you and was just like ambassador, he's just like mutually beneficial for everything. It's been his catchphrase ever since.
I believe the last time, because it was some Pantherans there that like brought you guys to see the vein. I believe that they said that the last time someone saw the eldest Tuka, he was in camp.
You said somewhere like in here, right?
Yeah, so like in Camp 5.
Where's that?
Where's that?
I don't know if you guys have been there yet. It might not be marked.
Yeah.
It might not be marked on your fast map.
I don't think we've went
Fast
to
map.
camps 1, 2, or 4 either. But they're marked.
Oh! Before-
I did see some of them when I went to some of it.
Well, I was gonna say,
I'm sure
did
it's
we
not a
want
mistake.
to do the scene where you introduce them to the temple?
Is that nearby?
We would love to.
Sure.
Because, like, I figure you probably would have introduced them before this.
What?
Probably.
Unless not.
I don't know. Probably. I don't know if we. I can't
Because
remember.
Drakus
if
took you
we'd-
to
Mm-hmm.
her temple that she goes to.
with that picture. No, that was from the.
That was from yours.
That was from mine.
So you drew it, obviously.
And I drew it. So I drew it. That's right. That was
I believe we talked about yours.
the images from
I
my.
think we
That's right.
actually
Those are the
wanted to.
images from when I was saw. From mine.
I
But
probably
we
shared
did
stuff about
see
mine, but not.
the same god.
gone
in
there
those
because-
temples.
That makes sense.
And then Nanda was shocked
Obviously.
and appalled when I tried to summon mushrooms. You could have guessed. Could have guessed that the cool ability wants to be used.
I'm a fighter who should be a rogue. You're a warlock who should be a cleric.
I'm a cleric. I was previously a cleric.
Oh,
made this
man.
deal, and now I don't really understand completely how my magic works. I know it's something that I'm pulling from the jungle, but
Can I have the player's handbook?
functionally, yes, I am a warlock. But
And he is a
There are
sorcerer
some-
that should be a nuclear weapon.
Yep, that's it.
Or a nuclear weapon that should be a sorcerer.
And or a nuclear weapon that would
Really
be a
hard to
sorcerer.
tell.
Unclear.
I also can't remember when it
The
happened.
temple
so-
was partially buried. There were
Here.
huge images carved into the overgrown walls. The floor was covered in broken pottery and stuff.
This was part of what
this
was
is the
on
dog
the
with two
wall.
shadows.
Yeah,
There was a podium at the head of the room.
he does have a good shouty. That's you.
So one must
That
ask the
for
question:
real.
if he normally has two shadows, if he's standing in two sources of light, does he then have four?
It's almost like he has
Impossible to
two. It's almost like he has two shadows because he's probably supposed to be kind of Cerberus adjacent.
It is kind of similar.
There was a podium at the head of the room where.
See, I'm like trying to take notes, and it's just anyway.
Oh my god.
I'm
what's
like
your name?
notes. Huh?
Sen.
Yeah.
Where Sen got a. Well, would you tell them what you got there? Probably.
Yeah, I'm like wearing it.
You got an obsidian blood letter.
What does it look like again? I should really.
It looks like basically a little
Just-
tiny knife. Like it's a little.
You've been wearing that for a while
Pointy.
now, right?
I'm not.
This little pointy obsidian thing.
With like. I'll just look it up.
Very sharp. The image is on the
for
wall.
the dick.
For the dick or the tongue, depending
Or
on
the tongue.
which your poison is. The images on the wall depict a dog-headed
Who thinks that's a
figure
good idea?
with two shadows, or possibly a silhouetted person on each side. People aren't quite sure. Holding his hands over two hatching eggs, a pair of Yuan-Ti emerge from these shells, jaws open in silent screams. Perfectly depicted in that art. The wall to the left of this image depicts the lush jungle, and the wall to the right depicts a rotting and dead jungle.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, I don't know how you guys would have responded when you saw this.
Yeah, we can just
When Sen introduced it to you.
we
I
can
can just summarize.
we can montage go into it.
Well, I know that we had discussed the fact that like I saw the dream where
Are we recording?
Yes.
where the death was like decay was spreading out from what's your character's name again? Scales. You need to play more often so I remember these things. So where Scales was lying in the center of the jungle and it was kind of eking out from him. So going into this jungle after the fact and seeing that it's like this lush, then this, then death and decay, is that like an indication that they also thought? That would be my question. Was this also an indication that they thought that the creation of the Yuan-Ti was leading towards this?
No, if this is necessarily the creation. I feel like this might be some cursed individuals.
Oh.
Did you for real?
I think so, yes.
So do you have a twin?
I don't
Or
remember.
a litter mate?
I don't know.
I don't think snakes call it litters.
Clutch mate. A clutch mate.
A snake
A
mate?
clutch mate is
Oh,
good.
a snake mate would be different.
Because, like, I was taken away from my family early.
Oh.
We don't know anything about like your parents, where they're at, or
Sorry.
any of that. What we don't know like what section of the jungle they were from. Nothing.
Do I have a general?
Roll me a history check.
I was gonna say, can I also roll one to see if I'm aware of any other like groups of Yuan-Ti that are somewhere in the jungle area?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Do that, please.
6 plus something.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, sure. For sure you can.
How Brandon says it all the time. You can do that. Not telling them that the difficulty level is like 30.
7?
7.
Seven?
My memory is bad from back
I am quite certain that I have not run across anyone else.
Did you guys both roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
We ain't thinking tonight.
So,
I mean, to be fair though, I haven't seen much. If there weren't many Yuan-Ti or any Yuan-Ti in Canopria, then I probably have not seen any.
yeah. So, Scales, you haven't really... I don't know if you've ever really asked Drakus about your parents.
She's just been such a quality mom.
You haven't really been in the jungle. You certainly haven't been having cool convos with the Pantherans. So, yeah, you probably realize whenever you guys start talking about this that you have no idea where you actually came from in the jungle.
Or if you even came from the jungle. I mean, it's possible that you didn't.
Technically.
We're like talking about this painting on the temple wall, and since like maybe it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for capitalism, isn't it? Isn't it?
You...
Me.
What's your name?
Crew.
Crew.
Again, we need them more often.
Crew, you have probably seen the odd Yuan-Ti. Where did you go on like your acolyte missions?
It was northern, that area that you have unmarked. It was like northern Canopria or northern Pantheris.
So probably more than anything, you have heard about the odd Yuan-Ti.
T1 is where the temple is. So I think it was up in like the MC1 areas where,
I think you're right.
or C1. It was where my extended time was.
Camp 1.
Yeah. And it was near there when I went back again the second time.
Yeah. So you have maybe seen a Yuan-Ti before him, before Scales, but other than that, like the people in Camp 1 where you've like been before have mentioned knowing some other Yuan-Ti, but I don't know if you've ever seen them.
Okay. Man, gotta get out there. Gotta get to know the peoples of the realm, peoples of the jungle.
Yeah, you have no idea if he has a sibling.
Okay. What about Sen?
What about
Are you familiar with other Yuan-Ti individuals?
Oh, I guess I could roll to see if I know anything about that.
Yeah, you could.
Roll the member
I mean, you
check.
live in the rocks. I would assume that they're. I mean, just thinking of snakes and rocks. It seems like a great place for snakes to hide.
What is it?
We ain't membering today, are we?
What is it history? I got a
Yeah.
9.
So while we're here at this temple,
We ain't
is
membering shit.
the general
Not
with us?
today.
Today.
If we can like smack down right after last time. So like you've just decided you're gonna go. There's three other Pantherans here
Okay.
who like brought you guys here because they were like, what is that?
And Bird is here too, right? That's what I have written down.
Yes.
Well, meeting in Montega, arriving Pantheran and Scarpish on a dragon, including Bird, but maybe Bird didn't come with us to see
Was
the...
Bird Dragon Rider?
No, he was Scarp.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
I know, but aren't the Scarps?
Oh, that's true.
Scarpies
The
learning
dragons
to
are
fly?
yoink and Scarp people now. More humans.
More humans for the Horde.
Creatures for my collection. They even come
Did we
in
say
funny
last
shapes and
time
sizes
if
this
Bird
time.
had gotten picked?
You actually said that Bird had not gotten picked.
Okay.
At least not yet.
Bird has not gotten picked.
Bird is sad about it.
You will be. Well, it's just not yet. The dragon.
Just
Not all
yet.
the dragons
Not
have made it
ready.
down yet.
It's only been a year.
Took me a while to get picked,
It's true.
and then everyone tried to.
I mean,
everybody-
we haven't been picked.
Yes.
We haven't been picked. We don't have
The
our own
most
little.
popular
then-
girl at the ball.
And then you got chosen by the most normal of them.
Because I'm the most normal guy.
Exactly.
We'll have to review on the recording for last time, but I'm pretty sure you said that
I don't think
they
yeah.
were not.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
All right, so we're ready to mount up and head off.
Well, aren't we already at the thing?
We're at the jungle with the vein. Like we're jumping back to the
so
present.
the two Pantherans that took you guys here. I believe I should have listened to this before.
Yeah.
They're like down to go with you into the jungle.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
you were
trying to-
going to.
One of the camps. Potentially camp. Something. One of them.
Yeah.
Camp.
It was one of the lower ones. I think you said you thought they were down at C4. The elder.
That was the last time
Yeah, the
you've
elder.
been seen. Okay. So yeah.
All right. So I assume since they came in on Dragon back there, they're good to fly with us too.
Are we flying? Because like jungle's pretty thick.
Right. That's
Oh, hey, do you guys remember the name of the lizard folk guy that Sin banished?
I want to say.
I know I know you wrote him. His name had a bad time or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Franklin is having the worst
Franklin.
day.
Cool.
It's not gonna be important at all. Like, see,
No, forget him.
Forget him. Don't worry about it. Do not.
First
worry.
and last time he will ever be in this campaign.
Do not worry about it.
So Pantherans are also starting to warm up a little bit
The
to
ones on the
Monteca.
edges of the
So
jungle.
Bird was
Okay.
one of the ones who came. It says so
Been
meeting
more
in
friendly.
Monteca, arriving Pantheran and Scarpish on a dragon. Something in the jungle. Something is in the jungle in the Scarpish, including Bird. So
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, the nearby town or nearby camps have been more receptive.
Yes, I believe.
We've been sports rival staging their ass.
I believe Camp
Dancing.
1, Camp 2,
That is- I specifically remember describing it as that last time as well.
and
Yeah.
Camp
Yeah.
4. Camp 1, 2, and 4 have been relatively friendly.
That's why
You
they're on the
guys.
map.
Yeah, that'd be why they're on the map.
What about 3? Not
we're gonna
yet.
figure this
3 is
out.
not on the map.
He's not on the map.
Oh.
If you look.
You have not.
Oh, that's MC1. It's got a fly.
you
What was
can
that
zoom
symbol?
in if you need to. That's the mushroom circle. MC mushroom circle.
You know, that makes sense.
Oh, then T's temple.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Precisely.
We're gonna get it.
We're gonna get this,
I
team.
thought T standed for like teleport or something because there's mushroom circles in all of them.
So yeah, you guys are standing at the edge of the jungle next to this gross vein thing that's like pulsing and all the jungle is growing really excitedly around it.
Question. What's Halsey think of this?
What's Halsey think of it?
What do you think of this, Halsey?
Bad
Halsey,
vibes.
thoughts?
Vibes.
I'm gonna get
She's not like cowering away from it, but when you look to check, like look over your shoulder to see, she's usually like right here, like right over your shoulder. Her snoot is in like, her breath is in your ear constantly.
Your non-external ear.
Your internal ear. When you look over your shoulder to check where she is, she's actually a couple steps away from you, and she's growling, but like she's always growling.
Which is interesting considering all the rest of the animals around here seem to quote unquote like it.
Yes. They want to touch it.
Speaking of touching it, I want to touch it.
Okay.
I want to touch
I want to have a skeletal hand to touch it.
it. Ooh.
I do have to roll to attack. Though.
Is this like a mage hand type thing? Or
So Chill Judge is not Mage Hand.
I didn't think it was mage hand itself. It just sounded like it creates a spectral hand that does
You
something.
create a
It's a bad
ghostly skeletal hand.
It's an evil hand.
Range spell attack.
I did always picture it as being big. But I don't think it actually is.
This one, no, I don't
I think
think.
it's
It doesn't say the hand of what.
Just a regular hand.
It doesn't say whose hand or what's hand.
Does an 18 hit.
18. Okay, so your hand. An 18 does not beat this thing's AC. In fact, as you cast this spell, which is this a cantrip? You got me trying to get you to roll on your table.
I mean, I can roll on the table if you want. if you insist.
You summon this spectral hand, and what? It just touches it. Does it like?
It tries to grab it,
Okay.
and specifically the fun thing that I realized when I first used it was like, it tries to grab it, and if it hits, it stays grabbed, and it being attached is what stops it from gaining hit points.
As this hand touches the vein, you can feel your magic senses. You can feel how thick the outer skin on this thing is. In fact, roll me a
Arcana?
yeah, an Arcana.
15.
15. Okay. You can't tell exactly what this thing's AC is. But you're pretty sure it's window closing. You're like, this thing feels tough. And it feels thick. And if you had to guess, it might be above 20 AC. You don't know what an AC is, but if you did.
It's an arcane class, of course.
Clearly.
But when your hand touches it, because this thing does necrotic damage, right? And
Yes.
prevents healing.
Mm-hmm.
While it's touching it.
Yeah.
This hand grabs onto the vein. You can feel that the damage doesn't quite go through. And for a second, everyone around you is just like, very tense. They all look ready to run. Dracus is like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, didn't he try to stab it? And
I did.
Maybe they tried that before.
I'm the eccentric though. You know, everyone's like, it's just that guy.
Everybody roll me a wisdom saving throw real fast.
I have a thing here that says language, and I have plus and minus.
That's for learning the
Cool.
ancient language.
Cool.
We
All
all
right.
did some
Wisdom
study.
save.
11.
11.
Yikes.
17.
17.
6.
6. Okay, so everyone here, the hand touches it. There's a beat. Everyone's kind of tense, waiting. Nothing happens. Just as you're like, oh, well, that was fine. Didn't hit it. All the plants and animals around this thing start going nuts. The animals, like, it almost looks like they've been hurled off of the vein by some force, any animal that was touching it. And they start, like, thrashing around on the ground. All the plants start, like, wiggling and shaking and,
Like, in how big of an area?
all along this vein thing. So, like,
As deep in as we can
disappears
see
into
it?
the forest, yeah.
As much as we can see it.
They
So
don't...
like 3 feet into the jump.
They don't start to die or anything like that, but I don't know. It's almost like you could see, you know, like in a leaf, there's kind of vein things. You can like see those. It's like they're not dying, they're not turning brown and rotting or anything like that, but it's like they're being like the moisture's being sucked out of them, and they're thrashing around and going crazy. Scales.
You said they already look kind of off and like not withered exactly, but thinner than normal and everything because it's like they're touching this thing instead of eating. And
like animals.
Yeah, the animals.
Look like that. The plants are fucking thriving.
Plants are
Cool. I'm gonna
happy.
have you roll me a religion check.
okay.
Because Scales, you hear, while all this is happening, the animals are freaking out, the plants are like writhing around in a way that plants are not supposed to move on their own. You hear this loud, shrill, high-pitched shrieking noise.
We're gonna retire that dice for tonight.
And, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Okay. And for...
9? It was a 9.
We're going
Okay.
places.
With a +2.
for a second, you think it's the animals, like, screaming, and then you realize it's way too loud for that, and it's all around you, and when you look up, you can almost see the trees are shaking a little bit, and you just hear this high-pitched, shrill, screaming noise.
Do I recognize it as like the military group from like Canopria, like screaming or anything like that?
You don't
Good.
hear it.
I don't hear it.
I get the
Only Scales
sense
does.
that this is the jungle itself.
Doesn't hear
Yeah,
it.
so
Is
you
it
see the
because-
animals and stuff.
Is it because you didn't pass?
It is because he didn't pass. You do feel something in your stomach like tightens up and drops.
In mine?
Yeah.
Because it's my
And
connection with
you
my
feel
patron.
this sense of like something just happened, but you don't know what it was.
Okay, then.
Are you leaving the hand on there? Are you rolling it
No,
away?
it disappears after 6 seconds. Anyway,
Oh, okay. As soon as it disappears, everything goes still. The animals like lie there for a couple of seconds, and then they get up and they like shake themselves off and start stumbling around, and then they start to wander back towards this pulsing vein that seems to have gotten a little bit. It looks almost irritated, like red, irritated skin.
like a mosquito.
What
Like a
I
mosquito.
failed my check. What does anything happen?
You
didn't.
You
hear
simply
the
do
screaming.
not see.
Oh, I didn't hear the screaming. Okay.
You did not see.
This was the wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
You do not hear the symphony of the jungle.
What a shame.
Okay.
Okay, then.
That's a pleased kitty face. Right? Tell you what.
The Pantherans. Well, okay, so Bird's here, right? Bird. when hand disappears, everything stops. You guys are like, whoa. You look around for Bird, and he is like 10 feet away. He started to skedaddle, and then realized that no one else was coming with him, and he's like, hey, what was that?
Science. Testing something.
Who are the Pantherans that are with us?
They're in Paul.
Heather and Mo. Well, I don't know if you have met them before. Probably, actually. There's a human woman and a halfling, and their names, the human is named Cathray, and the halfling is named Mercus.
I do love that it's a human woman and a halfling.
And a genderless halfling.
They lost that half of them. The divorce.
It's only a torso.
Is it Cathray and Mercus?
Yes, Cathray and Mercus.
Cathray,
It's a halfling man.
Mercus, you said that some of these veins have been seen in other parts within the jungle as well?
They say we don't know.
Oh, okay.
We've only been here and being like, what the
Do you know
hell
if any other efforts have been made to try and get rid of it besides what we have done, or is this it?
Mercus, they both look horrified, by the way, by what they just saw.
I mean, understandable.
Mercus says, well, as soon as we saw this, we came to get you guys.
Okay.
So, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, this may or may not come into effect. But also, apparently, if Chill Touch hits an undead enemy, they have disadvantage on attack rolls. Well,
The vein
probably not.
attacks you.
I don't think it's going to be important now, but I could see
Potentially later.
with
perhaps.
the energy that this vine is giving, it's giving undead a little bit.
So I'm going to take to the sky for just a second. I want to do just a brief sweep around. I know that there's not a lot that can be seen from the jungle because of the canopy that's above, but I want to fly around just a little bit to see if I can see any places where it's like peeking through, just in like a couple 100 feet in, like not very far, just like a little bit to see if there's any indications that it's spreading off in other directions too.
Could also potentially be like on the lookout for like little breaks in the canopy if like the veins have like pushed trees
Right.
from them growing.
Roll me a perception check.
Roll again? Just kidding.
Rolling in my Dungeons and Dragons.
Jeez.
My Christian Dungeons and Dragons game?
No.
That was a nat one.
It's a nat one.
Duck time.
Roll me. Oh, it is duck time.
Duck time.
Quack.
Roll you a what?
Roll me a religion check again, too. With advantage.
The jungle's like, come on, guy.
It's DC 15.
It's a 16.
I'm praying. I'm praying for you.
Got a 16.
16.
Just gonna have to keep stacking advantages until he eventually gets
You know what? Roll again.
Roll 5 d20s and take the highest number.
Okay, so you fly up. The canopy actually looks thicker than normal. All the leaves look the trees are all very bushy and bright green. Despite that up in the mountains, it's like wintertime now.
Yeah, I was going to ask a question, but with a nat 1, I didn't see anything.
Okay.
So. I wouldn't even think to ask this question, so.
So you see the jungle looks very healthy. And it almost looks like packed together. You like truly can't see through it. In fact, flying around, you're like, could I even land right now? Like through the trees? It would be like hazardous. You'd have to roll some dex saves to land.
To be fair, I don't know how much that's gonna matter for a dragon.
She could have freaking.
Yeah.
But as you are about to turn around, what? I should have discussed this with you earlier, but that's okay. What would you say is like when you picture the jungle? Like, what's like a sensation that crew might have when thinking about the jungle's connection to the jungle?
So when you first said that, it wasn't a sensation, but the first thing that the first thing that came to mind, I'm gonna say like heart.
Okay.
And it's because of the paintings that I saw in my temple.
Okay.
Or in the ones near me. Specifically seeing him as the child of these other two, like having that loving connection there, like, you know, heart-based connection with his parents. And my like vision when I think of the jungle, like personified, I think of the paintings.
Okay. Like
this being with the tree large tree canopy for like the head/hat. And all of that. So that's kind of what I think there.
Excellent. So while you're up there, you're like realizing you really can't see anything. And then you feel in your chest this, actually that familiar-ish by now, this feeling of pressure. It's like pushing on your chest. And you're flying up there. I assume that, you know, startles you perhaps. For a moment, your vision...
How intense is it? Like, do I think I'm having a heart attack?
Not quite heart attack, but it is urgent.
Okay.
It feels like very, I will not be ignored kind of thing. Like, it feels like there could be something sitting on your chest, even though you are upright flying in the air.
Okay.
Your vision goes dark for a minute. And then... and then you look down and you see this glowing purple line below you, winding like a vein into the forest.
Like I can see it through the trees?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because my vision is dark. I'm not actually seeing with my eyes.
Yeah. Winding off into the trees. And then you see further into the jungle, another one branches off of it. And you, as you follow that, you see it like leads to a totally different part of the jungle all the way to the edge. From that one branches another one, which branches off into another one. Off near where those two intersect, you see more branching off in different directions. And then before you know it, you're looking down at this. You know it's the jungle below you, but it's just like this dark slate in your vision right now. And there's just hundreds of these things branching off in different directions from somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
You perhaps can't see super clearly where exactly in the middle.
It would be potentially fun for you to do like a variant of the map that is the vein view. Oh, there is one.
For just a moment, perhaps? You see something a little bit more complex. Something like this.
Okay.
With like obviously more stuff like kind of branching out.
Yeah,
along those main
more
veins.
smaller ones.
And where are we
going
right now? Are we
crazy.
like just off of the like where the scarp
You guys
is there?
Are like, you guys are like over here.
Okay.
You're at this one.
Okay.
So pretty
Weird.
close to where the temple
Weird
is.
how all that has a center.
Very strange.
Weird. Probably not important. All coming off of one point. Probably not very important.
Probably not in Canopria.
Definitely not.
And probably not like the heart of the jungle.
And then
Definitely not go there.
and then you look around, you see all this. There's just hundreds of them, and they're branching off in different directions. And the longer you look, the brighter they get. You can see them like pulsing with something like a heartbeat.
Mhm.
And this pressure in your chest gets more and more urgent. You almost feel like you're being crushed, and as you like gasp, just overwhelmed by what you're seeing, your vision goes back to normal.
Am I falling at all?
I don't know.
If you are, you probably just land on the canopy.
Boing! You bounce to the trees.
Okay. All right.
If you want, you can roll me a dex save.
I mean, the way I've been rolling tonight, I'm not sure I want to, but I will. That's not bad. That's a 20.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20.
You do not fall.
Okay.
You're good.
Noise.
Cool. All right, I head back. I land, and so I didn't see it exactly with my eyes, but I think the connection, the patron connection that I have with the jungle, it let me see that these veins are everywhere throughout the jungle. Like anywhere we go, we're probably gonna find some. And it does not feel good. Like I felt an intense, heavy, like almost like my heart was going to burst pressure while I was seeing this up there.
The jungle's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
The jungle's having a heart attack.
diabetes.
I don't know how to help with that.
What kind of a medicine check is that?
I know my medicine, the whole jungle.
Gotta take some baby aspirin.
I am going to, I mean, I know I've been doing like various types of meditations and hoping to have, connections or whatever, but I'm going to, anything I can find literature wise on like anything warlock related, like connecting to patrons, I'm going to start spending as much time as I can, like studying how to make a connection so I can attempt to start communicating to find out.
Excuse me with the actual
yeah.
bug.
Yeah.
me?
what I can do, how I can help, whatever with, more, I guess. Yeah, just trying to actually make a deeper connection with the jungle itself.
Definitely.
Okay. I don't know how much reading material you have on you.
That's
but
that's my fear is that even up in like the mountains, there's probably not a lot. But but aside from that, I am going to like double my efforts in my like meditations to actually reach out and like make myself. I wanted to know that like I'm a tool to like for it to use to like help if it needs. Obviously, it needs help, and I want to be its hand in helping it to be restored back to. Which it knows. I know. That's why it accepted my offer and
Right.
and everything. But I'm like, I guess I'm doubling down on my commitment.
You tell everybody this. General Drakus turns to the Pantherans there. And she says, she looks very serious. And she says, find your leader. Convince him to work with us. Because one way or another, this is bad and we have to fix it. And behind you, Helsendrog makes a very scary noise in her throat. And And the Pantherans were like, yes, ma'am.
As scary as hell they can be, at the very least.
I'm also going to I'm going to say, General, I know you already know this, and it pains me to say this, but it might be time for the rest of the nations to declare war on Canabria if, like, they're actually causing, like, this many problems. And
we don't know that yet. Wouldn't want to jump the gun immediately.
Yes, I know. Well, I know
also,
my people.
It's very funny to you that you are the person,
right?
Well, I know my people, and unfortunately, I would not be surprised if this is something that some of them did, if not all of them.
Okay.
Bird says, "That's cold, man."
While we are looking for the elder, I also want to try and look for Dosha, my friend. She might be able to give us some answers on some things. If she's willing to. I'm not sure she'll be willing to help.
Dosha from Panthera?
From Canabria.
Daughter of Jafar. We know.
Jenner.
You never asked his last name.
Jenner Jafar?
Jenner Jafar?
Absolutely bonkers.
Can't be doing that.
The two Pantherans are like...
Jenner could also be a nickname for Jafar.
The halfling Mercus.
But I did say that we wanted to bring back my sister next time to look at the veins to see if she could pick up anything from A.
That's right. Dragus was going to go do that.
Yeah.
You guys leave.
Yeah.
Well,
she's going to come back while we go. Yeah.
In the park. Yeah, so the two Pantherans, Mercus says, well, if we're going to go find the eldest, we should probably get some things. So, if you want to come with us to Camp 1.
Do they call them camps by camp numbers too?
Of course.
I mean, that's what they do. That's fine.
Camp.
Unis.
What would they call it? Unis. It's Unis Honest's birthday today.
Today?
Is it?
I think, right? 14th?
Have some figures.
Oh, yeah?
YouTube's figures are of them too.
That's cool. Yeah, I guess they do. They call it Camp 1.
That's fine.
For now, they do. He says, yeah, we'll head to Camp 1. We gotta get some supplies if we're gonna be traveling in the jungle. But also, if we're gonna seek the eldest, it's generally polite to bring a gift. Mm-hmm. So, that's where we're gonna go next if you want to come with.
Sure.
It's
sounds good.
Very close. I don't know how many squares.
So they have their dragon that they came up on, and we've got...
Camp 1 is on the edge of the jungle.
Yeah,
right.
Like
I'm just saying as far as traveling, like,
if we
can all just jump... Yeah, that's... Well, us, yes, but I mean, they also have a dragon that they flew up on, and I'm assuming
Taxi
back
dragons.
on.
Taxi dragons. Bird is kind of standing off to the side while you guys are having this conversation.
I go up to Bird and
He's
I'm
shuffling
like,
his feet.
I go up to Bird and I bump his shoulder. I bump his shoulder and I'm like, what's up?
He says, "Are you really gonna go do this?" It seems kind of dangerous, and I know that's your thing. I know that's what you do.
I mean, somebody's got to do it.
Do they?
And I think Scarp should be involved, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose it has been nice working with the Montekins. Okay.
I saw that dragon looking at you the other day.
He's like, no, it wasn't. But you notice he stands up straighter. His ears are like, up and forward, at attention.
I'm like, okay.
He says, Well, if you're gonna be off being a hero and stuff, which is crazy, by the way.
I wouldn't say hero, but you can say hero. You can tell everybody to say it, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Is there...
You gotta figure out some mutually beneficial things for the two. Bird and yak. The ambassadors.
The mountains part and Yak is standing there mutually beneficial.
This is a mutually beneficial pass.
He says... I mean, is there anything I should tell everyone? Is there anything I should do while you're gone? Are you coming back? Should I plan your funeral? I don't know.
Of course I'm coming back. Don't be ridiculous. You worry too much, bud.
All right, well. I don't think you worry enough.
Bird's like, that's what somebody would say who isn't coming back.
I lean in and I said, I know I'm not technically part of this conversation, but I did hear it. And your people, especially like the leaders of your people, absolutely need to know about what is going on here.
The veins.
He's like, yes! You're right, they do! I'm gonna go tell them.
Tell them to keep it together.
It's
I'll also
affecting
tell them that.
let them know that it's affecting the plants, it's affecting the animals, and it may not be safe to gather as much materials from the edges of the jungle as it has been. Which means we will need to work with Montauk more for like supplies and such, but at this point I actually look back at the general, making sure I'm sure she's hearing this conversation too.
Now that
she might be. You see, she's still like being very serious with the Panther and just being like, this is serious. Not quite saying if he won't cooperate, I'll kill him, but like she's heavily implying.
I mean, I don't think that needed to be implied because they were at each other's necks like a year ago.
True.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do before you go?
Is there anything like note-wise or anything you want to send back with Bird?
Yeah, I have a letter from my mom and the family, and I'll give it to Bird.
Okay. He takes that, tucks it into his jacket pocket because he has an inside pocket, of course.
Of course, obviously.
Riddled with inside pockets. Being a rogue. And he says, yeah, of course, I'll give this to them. And then he stands there for a second, kind of twitchy. And then he gives you, like, a very quick but, like, extremely tight hug. And says, please don't die. Please don't die, please.
I purr in his ear. I'm like, it's gonna be okay, bud. And also, you worrying about it isn't gonna make it better, so it's okay.
Your way of thinking about the world is crazy to me. And then he goes,
I know.
And then he goes scampering off towards the cliffs. The other dragon that's there, like, follows him with its eyes.
I will have you.
The idea of hearing a dragon say that while you're just... You will be mine. What? That's what it feels like to be like a stray kitten. What a human is like. Yoink.
Yeah.
You're my problem now.
But yeah. If you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Drakus wishes you all luck. She's like gonna go get your sister to come check this out. And she's like, don't do anything crazy. Yes?
Not until we see you again.
Good. She's like pointing to everyone, but her eyes are on Scales specifically. Don't do anything crazy. Okay, everybody?
I don't know what you're possibly talking about.
And then, yeah. Are you guys gonna...
Yeah, we'll
You
just
guys
jump on
gonna
we'll just jump on the dragons and fly to the edge, and then of course
I mean, aren't we at the edge?
we are. But I mean, right up to Camp 1 at edge, and
How
then
far
Coe
is
and-
Camp 1?
It's like one. It's one block in from the edge. There's like
There's a section of the jungle that like borders that square.
We had to
I
fly
have a
like
picture
one
of
block
that.
over
I
and
should just
then
look at that.
one block down.
Okay. Yeah,
It was
you're
very
very
close.
Sick. And flying on a dragon, like, cuts that time by a lot.
You said each block is like
You finally gave
2
us
days walking.
I think so. 2 days walking.
You finally gave
You worked
us
so
a-
hard on this map, and
But when
then
you
book
gave
a
us
flight-
dragons, so we
Yeah.
don't have to actually walk anywhere.
Well, I think
We will once we're in the
later
jungle.
there will be a little less flying later.
We'll still have a dragon in
Still have
the
the
jungle.
mix.
A dragon in the party.
I imagine a dragon walks
Any-
a little faster than
Any
we do.
like enemy I throw at you, just squash.
Initiative, what's that?
This man is dead. Yeah. So you guys, you probably just fly.
Mhm.
Maybe you land sometimes. But you fly off. These Pantherans get on their dragon and fly off. They lead you. Although you know where Camp 1 is by this point. I don't know how often you've been there, though. You've probably been pretty busy up in Monteca. Or,
I'm sure we've
Scar.
come a couple times.
Getting
but-
to know my dragon.
but it is over by, close-ish, right? To the
Mhm.
waterfall.
Mhm.
And the big river that cuts through much of the jungle. So you guys land. And the way that these Pantheran camps are like built, like they incorporate their tents and stuff in and around the jungle, it makes them almost invisible until you're actually in the camp itself. So like you touch down probably next to the water. Helsendrog has a slurp.
Hellstark drug.
And what are their names? Catherine and Mercus head off into the trees and lead you guys into Camp 1, which is pretty small. It's kind of Camp 2 is very close by, and while they're technically separate because of distance, they're kind of unofficially make one big camp together. But you can hear people talking as you like are entering through the trees. You hear children like laughing and playing. As you enter the space, you see there's a bunch of people. They're grinding corn, probably. They grow a bunch of it over by the water. Grinding corn in their manos and metates. You see people, they're making clothes, they're patching their tents. They're just kind of... Everything's pretty chill here, considering
So each of the
the
different
nasty
communities,
veins crawling around.
yeah, everything every community down here also has its own like elder for that particular camp. Yes. As we're entering, I would like to ask Catherine if she could introduce me to their elder, and I want to have a quick conversation just to let him know what is going on,
Not freak everybody out,
and not freak everybody out.
but still inform them.
And also to find out if maybe he has a better idea of where we might be able to find Elder Tuca.
Okay.
Eldest Tuca.
Eldest Tuca. Why are you blasting off? It's Google Docs.
The most high intensity
You
thing.
don't gotta work so hard.
As soon as you enter the space, you can see the elder. It's just a human man. A human man.
Okay.
Is his name Hugh?
It is not, but it should be. Maybe I should change it.
The human.
Human.
I go up and do like a Pantheran greeting of respect. I assume I've tried to learn some of these as we've been out and getting to know people. So, and then
you do notice that he has some noticeable worry on his face. These people do live here, so but he's just sitting there's like a circle of people all like mending clothes and stuff and making things and just chatting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting among them. He's not making anything. He's just kind of observing. Maybe he's got a staff thing. Maybe he's whittling on it. And he looks up when he sees Mercus and Cathray enter with you guys. And he starts to like stand up and walk towards you all. And Cathray says, "This is our Elder Kane."
Elder Kane.
Not because of the walking stick. With a K.
Okay. So, Elder Kane, and again, I do like the bow / symbol of respect towards him. This is a beautiful camp you have here.
He says, "Thanks."
Might I have a word in private?
He nods, comes like shuffling around, kind of past where you just came from, towards the water, but not super close because there's also people hanging out over there,
Mm-hmm.
watching things, fishing, things like that.
But still, there's some like sound from the waterfall.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely, there's sound from the waterfall.
Okay.
What about you two? Are you guys also going for this conversation, or are you...
Or are you just getting supplies?
I'll probably help with like supplies.
Catherine comes with you two, Mercus goes to start grabbing stuff.
I'll come with you.
Okay. Alright, so as we get over there, I'm like, "Respected Elder, I assume you were the one that initially sent for us. You asked Mercus and Cathray to come and find us."
He says, "Yes, in a way. I was out on patrol with Mercus and Cathray and a few others, and we came across whatever that was."
Yeah. You do look worried, and rightfully so. We did a little bit of testing, and testing. Yeah, we tried to
Come
test.
back to the testing.
We tried to. We were trying to determine what the effects of the. We're terming them veins. This large vein, and we of course were observing the effects on the animals and the trees and everything else around. I also flew up and took a little bit of a look and was granted a little bit of a vision from the jungle where it showed me that it was first of all scared, but also that these veins are spread out throughout the entirety of the jungle, like they're everywhere.
He says, "Yes, I believe we discovered at least one more south of here.
Oh,
Which is not ideal."
no, that is troubling. You also noticed, I'm sure, the strange effects that it had on the animals.
Yes, and that perhaps concerns me most of all, as I have many, not as many as some camps, but people to feed. We have a lot of children.
On the one hand, it does look like it might make the animals a little easier to catch if you're hunting. But I don't know what it's going to do to the quality of their meat.
Yes.
Also, if your village has any animals, I would strongly recommend keeping them away, herding them in other areas as far away from these veins as you can. We have been sent by General, what's her name?
Dracus.
General Dracus. We have been asked by General Dracus to urgently get a message to Eldest Tuca. Do you have any...
Elderist Tuca.
Yes. the most elder of you all. Do you have any idea where he might be within the realm of Pantheris?
Last I heard, he was south of here in Camp 4.
He
does move around quite a bit.
Do you have any additional ways of trying to contact him? We're going to go to Camp 4 to try and find him there. But if he is not there, do you have any other ways to...
I can send out some scouts. That's often how we pass messages.
Do we have any communication through, like, I don't know, carrier pigeons or anything along the... Like, that type of a bird? Carrier parrots.
Carrier parrots.
You don't even have to have them hold a message. They can just say it.
No, there might be. I would recommend if you can spare any of the men to send at least a few scouts out to some of the near locations and get the word out, and maybe start having others from other towns and villages or other camps, get the message out that he's needed.
Yes, we can do that.
Has there been any other, happenings here in the jungle area that you have heard of that we might need to be aware of as we go looking for him?
He starts thinking, and while he's sort of pondering that, you hear a bunch of screeching laughter behind you, and 2 lizard folk children come charging through the overgrowth. And for a second, I won't make you roll perception or anything, because, you've been around children.
Yeah.
They sound like, and, they're running around and stuff. But for a second, you don't totally register that they're children because they're dressed very weird. You can see that they're lizard folk. They've got the lizardy faces and the tail. And
I don't think one of them's Dasha for a second, do I? Or Dosha?
They're too young to be
Okay.
her. But they are running around wearing this outfit made from plants. One of them has, these giant leaves it's taped to its face into, a big, bushy beard. And it has, its clothes on in this odd fashion that you haven't seen before. It's almost wearing, not a toga exactly, but it's got, this sash across its chest. And then the other one has fashioned a bunch of leaves into, these ears, these pointed ears on top of his head. And they're charging off through the forest, laughing hysterically. The one with the beard is running away from the other. And the one with the ears has a bunch of shiny rocks in his hand. And he's saying, "Why won't you take my gift?" While the one with the beard is like, "Get away from me!" But they're both laughing. And
what is this strange game that these children play?
and Catherine, standing there with you, just kind of hops out of the way.
As they run by?
And Elder Kane is like, "Ooh, sorry about that. I didn't know they were at the water. They shouldn't be without supervision. I'll have to talk to Franklin about that."
Go easy on Franklin.
It's been a year, technically.
He's been through a traumatic
Hasn't
experience,
been a year
though.
for Franklin.
Back at the camp, real fast, Mercius, he's gathering up fish. Because he's like, they don't live as close to the river, so they'll appreciate a gift of fish, probably. And he's gathering up a bunch of stuff. You hear someone behind you, their voice raised, kind of panicky, going, Has anybody seen Riz and Zam? Has anybody seen them? And you turn around and you see a lizard folk man standing there. And everyone around the camp is kind of like, "I don't know, you were supposed to be watching him, dude." And he's like, "Oh, this isn't good. Okay, well, maybe I'll check by the water. Hopefully they haven't drowned." And while he's getting ready to go off that direction, he sees you. And he does a little like double take. And he says, "You're not a lizard folk."
Nope.
Wow. Sorry, that was a dumb thing to say. We don't yet have a lot of Yuan-Ti on the edge of the forest. Hello. And he says, "Marcus, why are you rifling through our stuff, man?"
Is this like communal stuff he's looking through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're on a special mission.
Marcus, why are you on a special mission? And Marcus is like, "The creepy veins. We gotta deal with those. I was picked to be one of the people that deal with those."
Pops his collar.
Yeah.
There's like veins? Like
Right. And he says, well, the lizard folk, who could be anyone, says, kind of gets, he sombers some at the mention of the veins. And he says, "Oh, sorry, I was tweaking out." And he looks at you, Scales, for a second.
does he remember Scales from the encounter? Because Scale was there.
Saw Scales.
No?
Yeah, no,
You were in the sky?
I was in the sky. Also, he was gone the entire time I was visible.
I think he was
He was in
gone
the
by
shadow
time.
realm.
And he says, this realization slowly dawns on his face, and he says, "Oh, you're not from the inner jungle.
No.
You're from," and he just kind of points towards the mountains.
Yes. General Dracus has sent us to meet with eldest Tuca.
Oh, well. He's not here, but you probably knew that already.
Indeed.
If you're from Monteca, just hypothetically, where would your dragon be right now?
Like in his ear?
Yeah, where is she?
I look around. I assume she's near the entrance.
You probably
Or was she still by the water?
left her by the
Okay.
water.
Last I checked, she was by the water.
Water! By the water where my siblings definitely are! And he goes sprinting out of the camp.
Siblings, huh?
I should be right back.
Do you go after him? Okay. At your
Dusty
guys'
lead.
meeting, what is it you asked him? Maybe it doesn't matter. You got interrupted by the kids.
Mm-hmm. No, I asked him what this game was that they were playing.
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. They're not supposed to be playing by the water by themselves."
Oh, is this a water game?
No, not well. There's a village, or what used to be a village. There's some old stuff over by the water, and they've been looking at the ancient drawings that are over there, and have taken to mimicking.
I think we should go check out.
Is this
An
similar?
ancient-
Yeah.
Is it similar to
Sen-
an old temple?
Sen is like
Ancient.
Pause.
old
Ancient,
stuff?
you say?
He says it's certainly not. I wouldn't call it a temple.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome.
Yeah. This
Have a look
actually
at
this
it,
knowledge
if you
is
like.
helpful for us. So
You hear some more crashing sounds through the trees. And Franklin, who you recognize on sight, comes stumbling out, and he says, "Sorry, so sorry, have you seen," and he sees you, and he's got like some spines going up his back, and all of them like stick straight up, and he launches himself back into the undergrowth.
Do I know his name? Would I know his name?
Probably not.
They were yelling it.
They were
I
yelling
don't know if
it?
you'd remember it. They were like,
remember.
Franklin, no!
It was funny.
It was
It'd
funny,
be
so I
memorable.
think I remembered. Like, hey, Franklin.
Elder Kane is like, what is going on? What's gotten into my lizard folk?
I actually wouldn't know the answer to this. I'm like,
he scrambles back up to his feet. His head like pokes back out of all the leaves and stuff. Do you say hi, Franklin?
Yeah, I say, hey, Franklin.
He
He does
says,
not know my name.
he says, you remember my name? She remembers my name! And he goes sprinting back off back towards the village again.
he's forgotten that he was looking for children.
Right. Well, I guess we should go look for the children for him.
They were
But,
also running in kind of the direction towards camp, so
Oh, okay.
Probably be fine.
it's not like urgent or anything. Will's getting it.
I'm like, I see he got back safe.
Eldest Kane says, what?
And Sen's like trying to think if this is, because it's probably not very,
A year ago, I banished your boy.
Right. Well, it's more like it seems rude to bring up the
That's
way
true.
that they had.
The aggro.
I think looking at all this, I put it together and I said, I think before the nation started cooperating, there may have been a built-in an altercation between Franklin and Sen.
I said, yeah, you remember Yak?
Ah, yes, Yak. Wonderful lad.
Usually beneficial name.
Usually beneficial name.
You probably also emerge. In fact, actually, so Franklin whips back around and starts running back towards the village, slams face first into Scales' chest,
Oh, right.
collapses again.
This man is having a hard
he
time.
gets wiggly when he's panicked.
Yeah. So he bounces off of Scales' chest, so we're kind of still in the same.
Yeah, you're in the
So
vicinity.
I go over and I help him up.
Okay. You
And I'm
clasp
like-
his hand,
Right? I
bring him
grab
to
him,
his feet.
whether he wants me to or not. I help him up. And I'm like, hey, glad to see you're not kidnapping anybody this time.
He's he presses back into Scales again, probably. And he's like, wow, you're bigger than me.
I'm very tall.
Very small.
And he says, nope. Haven't done that. Haven't done that recently.
How was well, where'd you go?
I went to
Church.
his eyes get like kind of distant for a second. And he says, I went to a land of eternal autumn where everything there was huge pumpkins everywhere. There was I just hit my belly button piercing.
Oh, don't do that.
He says, I went to a land of eternal autumn. There was giant pumpkins everywhere, and everyone was singing, and there was enough food and no war. But you know what was really crazy? I got back, and everyone was dead, and the forest was burning around me.
That sounds unpleasant.
I awoke in the entrails, the scorched entrails of my past comrades.
Sorry about that.
That sounds unpleasant.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
I'm
make
glad
a
we're
big
not.
deal about that, because we're just kind of over it, I guess, now. Compared to the end of the world, it does seem a little bit petty. So, you
Some
know.
would say.
But if the world doesn't end, I'd say we might have to fight, but I'd probably lose.
I mean, doesn't sound like it went well for you last time. Are you sure you'd want to fight?
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't send more of your friends to the land of autumn.
Land of eternal autumn.
I kind of like, because he's still like pressed into me, right? I kind of like just pat him on the shoulders. So siblings.
Let's refocus.
And Cathray like points in the direction that the two kids ran off in. And he bows to Elder Kane and says, sorry, won't happen again. And he goes running off. And Elder Kane says, it will happen again. For sure it's gonna happen again.
I want to follow him, but I don't think just I should follow him.
Yeah.
Because I feel
I'll
like
be-
that's I feel like that's kind of threatening.
I'll be following.
Because I want to see what the kids are doing.
Okay. You start following him. Very quickly, there's like a bunch of crushed.
So I stealth to follow him.
Okay.
No.
There's a bunch
Nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay. You are the knight. You slip through. You put your feet exactly where his feet were.
You're the knight in the middle of the day.
Night of the
He
day.
goes running off, following a crushed trail of plant matter. And basically it looks like the kids did a big circle where they like ran towards the village but didn't quite make it and turned and circled back around towards the water. So he goes running after them. Your two friends left. What does Crew do?
I am actually just going to turn back to the elder and I say, while we are out looking for Eldest Tuca, is there any request that you would like me to pass on to him for your village? Any needs that your village has, especially now in this time of weirdness?
He thinks for a moment.
I understand that this village is also part. You and Village 2 are very close, or Camp
Yes.
2.
We do work together a lot.
He was also supposed to
Could
be...
you also pass this information on to the elder of their camp?
Yes, I can.
He was also supposed to be he was thinking about his response to something, remember?
Oh,
When the
what the
kids
game
came
was?
through.
No, he just said it was based off of the.
Yeah, he was thinking of someone when the kids came running by.
Right.
Well,
Lost to time.
we'll see if
Lost the time. If only we could back it up and listen to it.
He thinks about that for a second. And he says, between Village 2, I should probably think of some better names than that. Between Village 2.
It's not the number 2, it's a word. Two.
To you.
T-U-U. To use.
Between Village 2 and the support we have been receding hairline. The support we have been receiving from Scarp and Monteca. I think we will be okay.
Okay.
He says, I would
advise, if you absolutely need to, if things get bad, that you look at asking Scarp if you could temporarily reside there with him, and
Scarp
or
slash Monteca.
yeah, I'm sure the general would be very open to discussing that.
Yes, the general is different than we were all led to believe.
I found that to be true as well.
He says, I'm sure that you know this to some extent already, but And I feel no pride in saying this. The eldest Tuka has changed in the past year, probably before then as well. And while I do think it's wise that you were seeking him out, because I do think it's probable that he may know something about what's going on, whatever he tells you, I wouldn't take it at face value.
Okay.
Totally.
I want to ask so many questions, but also respect your privacy.
You would know about questioning.
I don't
your
wish to
primary
insult-
authorities.
Yes.
I don't wish to insult him. And the tips of his ears get a little bit red, as if he's kind of blushing. And he says, or your people. But I do know that he has been getting very close with them recently. And I mean no offense.
None taken. The last time that I visited home, I was told by my parents to leave almost immediately because I was in danger.
Mm.
And I leaned in close and whispered this, and they had me sneak out 2 of my siblings.
That's right, you got your brother too, I forgot. Wreaking havoc. Yak's teaching him about mutually beneficial.
Oh, I loved the idea of him and Yak working, like him apprenticing under Yak.
Yeah.
How old is this brother?
He's pretty young. He's like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
14, something, I don't remember.
5, 6, and 14 are different numbers.
I've got it written down. Let me look.
You can add those first 2 together. You can not even get the second one.
Oh, I don't have your siblings' ages written down.
Gark is 13.
Okay.
So you can add the first 2 and get it.
Shush.
It's
Crazy.
still accurate.
Yeah.
So I understand. I do not feel sympathetic for my people. I am actually looking while we're out and about, trying to find a close friend that I had to see if she will also be willing to tell me anything about what's going on. But I fear for what it is that Canopry is doing, and also have no way to substantiate this, but I feel that they may be what is causing the issues behind the Bane. Only time will tell if that's true or not. I hope that it isn't, but fear that it is.
As do I.
I fear that the jungle itself is feeling threatened because of this.
Fear the worst, hope for the best.
Yes.
Catherine is gonna go help Marcus grab some stuff.
So
Is Yak a orc?
Yeah.
So I would recommend, as quietly as you can, maybe work with the other elder to prepare your people to leave the jungle if necessary.
Hopefully I won't come to that.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes,
say
hopefully not.
miles
He's-
away.
Hopefully I won't. What was that?
I had taken message as my cantrip. I could.
That's true. Hopefully it won't come to that.
The subconscious.
What is this?
Well, we thank you greatly for your support and for lending us 2 of your, I'm assuming 2 of your better warriors to assist us with this.
Yes, of course.
We hope to return them.
Glances off to where Catherine just left. He's like, "They're my finest."
We'll try to return them back to you shortly. We're hoping that once we get to Camp 4, they may be able to return here, and maybe we can continue the quest with others. And I guess we'll head back towards the village.
You're going to the.
You're not,
Oh, I want to go to the
You
waterfall.
wanna
Yeah,
go
I want to go to the
here.
waterfall. Yeah,
You wanna go to the town with us.
I want to go look at these drawings,
With
paintings.
It's
Definitely
off.
just 2 other people going this direction, and there's definitely not a third.
Yep, it's just you and Franklin. No one else is present.
Nobody else.
Not I.
Yeah, so he wishes you luck. And then you go running off. You probably just go straight towards. You're not like following.
All right. I can hear the water,
roundabout
so I'm just
path.
following the sound of the water.
So you left a couple minutes later, so you all arrive at the same time.
Because they're going around.
And it's a very pretty area. This, where the kids have run to, is you can see Helsendrog and the other dragon drinking and stuff by the water. The other dragon is still sipping and is like delicious, nice and crisp, straight from the mountains. Helsendrog is like pacing the edge of the jungle back and forth and back
Just
and forth
watching
and
for
making this like noise over and over again. And the other dragon is like, oh, kid.
She's nervous because her boy's not there.
So you can see them, but the way that this area is up against, it's like a little lake area before it goes into a river at the base of this waterfall. And you can see the way the terrain is, it's like a hill kind of raises up and there's a bunch of, not trees, but like larger, big leafy plants that kind of hide it from view. Like from all around. It's like this, what's the word? Not solitary. Secluded. That's the one. It's this nice secluded area. It is pretty big though. In fact, as you step out from like the main tree line into this area, you would almost, it's not quite a city, but this is a big, like it's not a temple, it's not like a giant structure or anything, but this is like a big area that had, like, you can see it's overgrown and covered in plants and like dirt and stuff because it's old, very old. But there were roads here, and leading away from and towards the water, you can see several larger buildings along with a bunch of smaller like houses and things here. You can see there's a big stone slab. There's a big stone. There's a big stone slab next to one of the roads that has like cracked and collapsed over time. But you can see that there is like writing on it. You can't read it because it's that very old writing. But roll me either perception or investigation, whichever you want.
Nine.
18.
Nice.
19.
Nice. Okay, so the writing, you've been studying it some in the past year, but you haven't had a lot to look at. It's mostly been like the general's tattoo and stuff.
She doesn't like us to just stare at her arm.
Well, I think she made you a copy of it that she like drew out and stuff, and she's got a couple things in her house with the writing on it. But part of what is tough about this writing is often, and it depends on probably who wrote it, but the individual symbols, whether they're words or an alphabet, you're not totally sure. The words are often kind of smashed together really close. So it can be really difficult to tell what...
Where one word ends and another begins.
Exactly, and like what separate words are and things like that. The general had a little bit of like, she's pretty sure that this meant this because she knows what it says, even if she can't read it. But it just makes it tough. And so like Sen, you looking at it, you could see it again, all these symbols are smooshed on this slab. And you're like, there it is. You two, within 19 and 18, notice that the way that all these symbols are smashed together almost looks like a picture. It almost looks like when you look towards the water, there's like the shape of the waterfall and how it pools out. And it almost looks like these words, the way they're smushed, almost copies that shape.
Is there enough of the pieces there that we could actually like put some more of it together like a puzzle?
You could perhaps... It's not like... What do you mean?
You said the wall had kind of collapsed. Are we looking at what's still up, or are we like...
Most of it is like down on the ground now. It clearly used to be held up. But
Right.
It's like...
I guess, has it been organized at all to try and like replicate what was up on the wall? Or that's what I'm saying is, can we like puzzle this out and like try and get a better look at what was actually up on the wall?
I mean, it's a pretty big thing, so it's not like broken into a bunch of pieces or anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's maybe a couple bits of it that have chipped off, but yeah, you can put those together pretty easily.
So it's actually built to look like the image of this waterfall here? Like it looks kind of the same?
It has a similar shape.
So I look at it, and I look back at the waterfall, and I look at it, I look back at the waterfall, and I said, anybody else seeing this?
Anybody else seeing this?
Do we like recognize any like the symbols on it?
Roll me your like check that you have for your ancient civilization
Assume
number.
that my
And I point out to you that the
knowledge
images
being
look the
3,
same. Because I assume you're like, what? What are we looking at?
I just have 3 written. I don't know.
That should be a
exactly
plus
what that
3
means.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
we'll
me double
see.
check. I have it
Is this
written.
the lost civilization
I
check?
got-
Or a
I
language-
rolled
It's not a language
18.
success thing, right?
Yeah,
and I
that's
have
just a lost civilization.
Oh, that would be a 9.
I rolled.
Yeah, it's a plus 3.
I rolled. I'm like, oh, well, now that you
Yeah, so
it's a
now that you showed
waterfall.
me, I rolled 25.
you have a plus 7, I
I
believe.
do have a plus 7.
I've got a 4.
Girl has been studying.
Simply 10 for me.
10.
I only got a 9, so he's still bigger.
Yeah, so when you first entered, it's like you're seeing all these buildings and stuff. The only real, like, there's been some very small remnants of this ancient civilization near where you lived. You've probably been here, like, at the watering hole before, many times, because it's where the water is.
Right.
But you've never
the reason I
seen this area before.
The reason I
Is-
sneaked so good is because I've sneaked around here before.
Exactly.
Is Franklin here with us?
Well, hold on.
Is Franklin in the room?
Is Franklin in the room with us right now? So you're like awestruck. You're looking around and they're like, that looks like a waterfall. And you're like, a waterfall?
Yeah, duh, it's right there.
And you look and yeah, some of the letters, some of the symbols are probably similar, if not the same. It's a little hard to tell, you know, it's worn. It's an ancient piece of stone.
Sure.
You could definitely take a rubbing of it if you want it to study later.
Sure.
Definitely want to do that. Here we go.
But yeah, so this city / village. Oh, I can mark it on your map too, where it is. In fact, the more you look around with a roll that good, and probably a 10 too, will do it. You guys see that whatever this word is written multiple places around this area.
We could potentially make an assumption that potentially the word in the shape of a waterfall is waterfall.
Maybe. Unless it's like the name of the waterfall.
Yeah.
But you're right, it probably is.
Keep doing it wrong. There we go. You.
Is this
Where was I?
the village one?
Yes,
Should be in the
V
V1.
should be ancient villages.
Oh, okay.
So
it's the ones that look like a kite.
yeah. So you find this word written in multiple places. You also see there's a bunch of these buildings as you're walking around. Well, we'll get to that.
I would like to, well, again, if he's not around, we can wait, but I would like to ask Franklin if there is a reason that these buildings are not inhabited by any of their people. I know it's like ancient stuff, but it's also all pre-built stuff that you'd think that they would readily take advantage of.
Has proven that it will stand the test of time.
Yeah.
You might need to work on it a little bit to get it more inhabitable, but it's here.
So
Franklin's siblings are running
Amok.
amok and way ahead of you guys. And you see they go sprinting straight for a slightly larger collapsed building. It's like the walls are both like slanted off to the side. It looks a little dangerous. Like maybe children should not be playing in there. But they make a beeline for that area, and Franklin goes running after them.
They
and
still
as you
got all their
guys,
stuff on, right? Did
Yeah.
they explain that? Did we explain that? No, I didn't miss that, right?
No.
What's up with the costumes?
yeah, no, they haven't.
Okay.
No one's explained that.
No one's explained.
They-
we still haven't
well,
found
they're-
those images yet, right?
Yeah. Around the site, you can see, as you're walking through, you notice there's a bunch of, like, they look like rocks at first, but as you're walking around and maybe you pick some of them up, you realize that it's jade. Like, there's just chunks of jade here.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Grab a couple.
You also
Seems like
find...
it'd be good gifts.
Oh, that's
Right.
true.
Yeah, me too, for
mentioned.
sure.
You also find there's, like,
Can't remember
wooden
the field.
handles sticking out of the
Yeah.
ground, and when you like yank on them, it's like very, very old, partially rotted pickaxes and stuff. There's a bunch of mining equipment here.
So it was an old mining town, it would seem.
And you also see next to almost every single house, there's this little podium situation that looks very similar to where you found your blood letter.
Okay.
And they're just all over the place, and there's a couple of them around this larger building that's collapsed.
I want to just take a peek into some of the buildings as we're walking by them and such. Is there anything in them, or are they just kind of empty and decaying?
Most of the smaller buildings were obviously not made from stone, because most of what's left of them is like the stone foundation. Like the rest of it has mostly rotted away at this point. So there's not
Not a lot.
much going on inside.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see as you get closer to the larger building, it doesn't look almost anything like the big temple where you were exploring. But it does kind of give like very small temple vibes. Like
Like a
there's
church.
it's been decorated. There's like it is made of stone, the whole thing, even as it's like still collapsing because it's old. But all the walls are decorated with these carvings of... It's kind of hard to tell what now, because it's very weathered. But there's like these swirly lines going up the sides, and almost looks like faces carved into the walls. If you look really closely, it maybe looks like there's tiny bits of ancient paint that hasn't totally flaked off, but like mostly.
Do any of the faces look similar to any of the faces that were in the paintings, the art in one of the temples that I looked at?
You can't really tell.
Okay.
It's like there's indents in the stone that might be eyes because they're like
Gotcha.
equidistant.
Okay.
It's very weathered, or not quite smooth. Inside you hear a lot of cackling and some like skittering, and then like something topples over sounds, and then Franklin emerges from the temple with his two tiny siblings under both arms.
And I asked the kids, I said, "Hey kids, I know you're dressed up as somebody here. Can you guys show us where they're at?"
The kids start writhing in his arms, and he's like, "Why would you do this?"
A monster.
Because
He's gonna roll a strength check real fast. Hold on.
Frank check.
Frank check.
Frank check.
I said, "Or you could show us if you'd like, Franklin."
Okay, that was a 12 from Franklin. Now we're gonna roll for the kids.
What is a kid's
That's
strength?
a 13 for the kids.
Just barely.
They wriggling around.
So-
There are two of them.
There are two of them, and they are extremely excited to be asked about what they're doing. So they just thrash their way out of his grip. They like drop their tails and wriggle free. And he's like, "No!" and go diving back inside the building.
Back into the building?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He turns to you and he's like, "Why would you? Are you? Where's Sid? Are you just out now, or are you? That was a
guess-
nat 20. I'll let you decide."
I'm still lurking. I was talking to them when he was distracted, but I'm still lurking.
Threatening.
I don't worry, Frank. We'll help you catch your siblings before we head back.
He's like, "But I had them already."
So we'll get them to go back willingly. How about that?
He turns around and goes back inside too.
Okay.
It's not a
Defeated.
fair. His spirit's broken.
I also asked the kids, "Can you tell us about this story?" I want to hear their rendition of what the story
Okay,
is.
excellent. So you enter this little temple. It's very small. It's just one room. It's about. I'm trying to figure out how big it is. Small.
How big is it compared to like this?
It's probably like half, maybe a little bit more than half this room. Like
Not
this
large.
From
area.
the air? So, probably like, what about the width? About the same width?
Yeah, it's like a square. I was gonna say like 10 by 10. You're not gonna do combat in here. It doesn't
Sure.
matter. I don't know why.
We're gonna fight the wall.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Somebody-
kill
somebody-
Franklin once and for all.
Two very different answers. Fight the walls, kill Franklin.
It's like, yeah, 8 feet.
Okay.
By 8 feet.
It's a little room.
By 8 feet.
By 8 feet. It's a perfect cube. No, but
The
it's
secret fourth dimension is also
it's
8
relatively small. Like clearly, there weren't meant to be a bunch of people in here at once. So you guys step inside. It's kind of dark in here. But there's
I
a bunch
cast
of
light.
nice. There's some shoots of sunlight coming in from where the wall has like split.
Collapsed.
Okay.
So it's very it's like there's a mood in here, you know? It's giving post-apocalyptic a little bit. It's overgrown, it's very dusty.
Yeah, I do. I cast light on my staff, so we've got a little
Okay.
extra.
You can see a bunch of spiders and stuff go skittering away from the light. Bats have definitely lived in here off and on. Nature has very much taken over the space. But there's a wall that has almost nothing growing on it. Except some mushroom, fungusy stuff crawling up the edges, almost framing the image upon it.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
And this image, you see a tall man with a big stormy beard. And you recognize him from the temples that you have seen.
Okay.
You recognize him as not Zeus.
It's not Zeus, but close.
Is the storm god?
The storm god. Do you know his name? I don't remember if I told you.
No.
History check,
That's
Don't
true.
know-
You can do a history check.
technically.
Technically.
Anything is
Or
possible.
you could do a history check or an ancient civilization check.
Ancient civilization is much better. That's a 21.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's not what I was. You know his name is Chak.
Okay.
Chaac. He's the storm god. A god of rain.
One more time.
CHAAC.
Chaac. Chak. Chak.
And this is the father of the jungle. At least in the stories that I have seen.
Perhaps.
He really is just Zeus.
He's Zeus for real.
Just like Zeus for real.
In this image, the storm god is sitting upon a throne. And now that you see it, you can absolutely tell this is the beard this kid is wearing.
Okay. He's done
And the
a
kid
really good
points
job.
and says, "That's me!"
You know,
That was an awful voice
know what-
choice, and I can't do it again.
you know what I'm picturing though?
The kid, coughs after that.
He cups up a demon. What was?
I'm picturing the Old North Wind from
As you should. That's perfect. No notes.
Over the Garden Wall.
That's him.
Does he look grouchy? Does he look?
He does look kind of grouchy. He's got this, disapproving expression. The paint! It's been partially also carved into the wall, but it's mostly paint. And it's been extremely well preserved, considering it's just open to the elements. You can still, it's a little weathered. The colors aren't as bright as they once were, probably. But you can see, most of him is done in gray and blue. You can see he's sitting on a throne, looking very disapproving. Down at. And on the floor at his feet, there's piles of what look to be, because again, the colors are still there. It looks like a bunch of gold. It looks like a bunch of jade. Green jade. It looks like there's some large cacao pods there. You see weapons, goblets of what you can assume is alcohol.
In the picture? This is all in the picture,
In the
right?
picture, yes. There's a
Actual alcohol.
Right?
There's alcohol in here. Get
Get your kids out of here.
get your kids out of here, dude. Lots of food, just piles of offerings. And right behind these piles, there is a dog-headed figure kneeling on the ground. You
Before
can
them?
see that there are framed by two dark silhouettes on either side of it.
So they're also kneeling to this god.
Yes.
Okay.
And they appear, they have their arms spread out towards all the stuff on the ground. The god looks like disapproving.
Like Will
What's-
Smith.
What's the dog-headed god's name?
Yeah. Bolentique. That one I
Wait,
do
that one
remember
did-
telling you.
You spell that?
Bolontik.
Sorry, Bolin.
Bolont.
And he's kind of a god of the underworld, right?
He appears to be, yes. From what you know about him, that whole temple that the general took you to was for him, and it was like him ruling over a subterranean world of spirits and ghosts and fungus.
I don't know that. I'm actually saying this as a character. I'm like, I don't know that this is right. I said, but just looking at this image, what use would a storm, would a god of the storm? I don't know. Maybe no one else even knows this, but I'm saying this. Just what use would the god of storms have for any of these things? I think all the storm god wants is appreciation for the gifts that he gives us.
The kid with the beard cosplaying as Chuck gasps, and he goes, "Oh, I'm a storm god!" And he turns to his sister and says, "Lightning bolt!" And then goes running towards her, and she screams and runs out of the temple. And
actually, I catch him. I said, "Ah!" I say, storms sometimes have lightning, but most of the time the rains are gentle. And I just hold on to it.
So she was
squirming.
She was
contained.
So she was chasing him,
trying to give him off.
Yes.
Trying to give him offerings.
Trying to give him shiny stones.
Green stones, probably.
Probably green stones. Now that you think about it.
And right. I would like to, if I haven't done so, at least in more detail, share what I know of the temples that I've seen.
You telling me to pull up the temples?
No, I was just gonna. So, back in one of the temples that is in Canopria, there are images of the family of the jungle.
Which temples have you seen? What's on there? I have it literally on my phone. Sorry.
It's the second one.
T5, T4, T1, T9.
What's the south one?
Okay.
T5.
So there are images on like paintings and pottery and various things of the family of the jungle. And in this story, there were two gods that kind of snuck off and married, much to the not displeasure, but it seemed like many of the other gods did not recommend or agree with them like getting together. Anyways, they are the sun god and the storm god. The sun god is the mother of the jungle. The storm god is the father, which makes sense. Those two things are what nourishes and feeds the jungle. And the paintings of the storm god look very much like this gentleman here in this picture.
This gentleman. The child cosplaying this gentleman, writhing. Release me!
In that voice.
What's something that I'm actually gonna like kind of hold him off to the side and kind of try and cover his ears a little bit and just whisper over towards Franklin and be like, what's something the kids would be really excited about back at the camp?
Back at the camp? I don't know if there's anything they love as much as this temple. Maybe the other, or not temple, as much as this ruin. Maybe the other ruin, I don't know.
Other ruin?
There's another ruin. I whisper this in his ear.
You are attempting psychic damage.
Okay, roll me a dex save real fast.
Okay.
There's another ruin.
A dex save.
Yeah.
That's 22.
Nice.
No, 24.
Okay, you whisper, there's another ruin in his ear. He screams at the top of his lungs and starts to launch himself into the opposite wall, nearly knocking himself out, but you catch him. Prevent him from doing harm to himself.
Kind of you.
I mean, that was kind of what I was trying to do before, too.
That's true. If you think about it. If you really think about it, you should be thanking me.
So,
Well, I don't know that.
I would assume since he is here in my arms and I haven't let him escape, that his sister comes back looking for him.
Yes, his sister's just kind of lurking in the entrance to the
I say,
little
children.
temple.
Um,
She's like, "This isn't as fun."
What is the
I'm
what's
not
the elder's name?
chased.
What's the elder's name again? Elder Cole.
Kane.
Elder Kane. Say, children. Elder Kane would really like you guys to go and help him pick some berries nearby in the forest, or in the jungle. Could you help him do that?
Roll me a persuasion check.
It's a 13.
13? Okay. These are not strong-willed. Except, aren't they?
I'm like, the faster you can get to him, the better. And I said,
You watch their pupils dilate like a cat.
Those little lizard pupils.
and he wants you to run the long way around. So, all the way around almost to the edges, and then back to the village.
I think
You
they
set him
probably
down.
do that
His
anyway.
pupils are huge. And he says, "I'm going to get there first." And then his sister, still standing in the doorway, like silhouetted in the doorway, says, "Not if I get there first, brother." And then they go, boom, shooting off into the
like a firework.
into the forest.
I think they're the main characters.
I hope I didn't just cause a problem for Elder Kane. But,
He didn't seem to be up to much anyway.
no.
He wasn't busy.
No. But hopefully it will at least relieve you of some of your responsibilities, Franklin.
Franklin's having a heart attack right now.
Right.
He's just limp in your arms.
Right.
So, Franklin, where's this other ruin? And why aren't you guys using these buildings?
He just sits there for a second.
Give him some time.
And then his chest slowly inflates again. He passed away for a moment.
He went to another plane of existence and then came back.
Not the first time you've done that to him.
But only mentally.
Only in spirit. And he says, I mean, it's been kind of considered a sacred-ish space. So we just haven't really moved in.
Okay.
You guys hear an odd, like, thump sound. And see that he has dropped his tail. And he says, "Damn it."
Yeah, I'd say that's reasonable.
A cat has caught him, so that's when he's supposed to drop him. So where's this other ruin at?
He says, the other ruin. I mean, there's lots of ruins. There's at least 2 more that I've seen.
My pupils get really big.
Oh God. He says, one of them is. One of them is on. Actually, it's just on the other side of the river, a little bit that way. And then the other one is deeper into the forest. It's kind of in the direction of Camp 4.
You
will
gently
see
mark
them all.
them on this handy map.
Mark them on your map. Yeah, I can mark them on your map. Of course. Anything for you.
Though I would love nothing more than to explore these. Our current mission is somewhat urgent. Perhaps we should explore these on the way
Well,
back.
where are they on the map?
I mean, if there's one literally on the other side of the river, then that's...
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what if they're along the lines of the...
What if they're on the way? What if they're the friends we make along the way?
What if they're the friends we make along the way? What if we get there and we don't know how to speak the language because we didn't stop at any of the temples?
Do we need to roll anything for studying
Or
or
read it
comprehending
or-
anything more? Or not yet?
What was it? It's with my language notes.
You have something about language successes and failures too, and I don't remember what that is.
They're like death save style things for the knowledge.
Yes.
Where like if you fail too many times, you realize that something fundamental is wrong with your understanding.
In order to read this, you must
trying to
study
teach
it.
it to yourself, and like you just went way off. You were way off.
Whenever a character spends 2 or more hours studying the language, you can roll an intelligence check that functions like a death save, but it's out of 10 instead of like 6 total. So 5 successes or 5 failures.
I feel like we should have rolled at least one of those for the year that we've been.
I think
We did.
Did we? Okay.
Do we need to roll another one now, or
once
not?
you
Not yet?
succeed, once you get like 5 successes, you can read the language. You figured it out. If you fail, then it's like you've misunderstood something. That
When do
you have
we
to start over.
You're way off track.
Yeah.
when do we roll those?
When you study
Okay.
for 2 or more hours at a time. Alright. He's marked them on your Phas map. That game alters me.
Also,
Mentally.
V2, it's still like 2 days travel. V3's on the other side of 4. It's a good ways away.
I assume like the lines and stuff on the map are just detailing for the jungle.
Like
Yes.
squiggles.
Just like vague tree shapes.
Okay.
Obviously getting to the one across the river on a dragon would be a lot faster.
True.
Even if she's just. Could she, like, freeze a bridge across with her breath?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
I mean, how
Possibly.
big of a river is this?
It's pretty large, but she's a dragon.
There won't be trees
Yeah.
growing in the river, so we can.
Unless it's
Except
fly
in, like,
across.
except in like a mangrove-y way. They're like on stilts. It's wild.
I just don't
Yeah,
like.
mangroves
Like,
are cool.
what's the length of her breath? Like, what's the? Is it 60 feet wide? Is it more than that? How big is the river here?
Like, what's the reach?
Yeah, kind
I have the dragon's stats also.
Um,
This is
30-foot cone. She just has to recharge.
it's fine.
I just have to roll a recharge. Or Ben does.
I just read a fic where this happened, and it was anyway. It's fine.
30-foot cone.
But you can also just fly across.
Yeah.
She could.
Just saying.
We'll find
It would be
good
cool.
time to walk.
So you're saying we want to fly over and take a look at this before we go back to the town?
Yeah, since it's right here.
We moved like 2 cubes on a dragon earlier as well.
Yeah.
The other one may or may not be on the way, but this one's right here, so. Sen really definitely.
The other
wants
one
to
is
go.
past the way, actually.
You want to come, Franklin?
So I'm gonna say
You tortured him enough.
this is just my math.
I was gonna
my
say
math
something
brain
else,
working
and then I
here.
didn't,
So
and I sort of
typical
sad
like
about it.
walking, like just out and about. Like most time, people can travel like 20 to 25 miles in a day. So 2 days would be 40 to 50 miles. Whereas in the jungle, it's probably substantially slower
Yeah.
because
Difficult
of everything.
terrain.
But this is probably still a good, 5 to 10 miles.
This-
So flying on dragon will be good.
This would have
Yeah.
been an excellent campaign to have a ranger.
Right? Right?
So yeah, let's hop on the
Could be the
dragons and
time to test out
multi-classing.
messing with multi-classing so that it doesn't suck.
Yeah. I was literally about to say, but that's boring.
Yeah, I'll
Like, would it just fix it if you were able to level both up?
I would say, it really depends. I feel like you'd have to have everyone multi-classing, but leveling up one at a time, but both being able to go to 20
Oh, yeah.
would make the most sense to me. Because like that's my biggest issue.
Is that you can't.
Yeah.
That's correct. I forgot about that as a rule. That's why
Yeah.
it sucks.
That's my
Yeah, we
biggest
could do
issue.
that. I'm down to try it.
cool.
I would
But I
say,
mean, that'll be OP!
Because
The
we're a little
listeners cry.
ways away, and the waterfall. I'm
Camp it
assuming
where you have a dragon!
the game where you started one of your characters with a dragon and dragon armor.
So the dragons talk. I'll talk, right? Okay. So because we're a little ways away and it's a waterfall, so it's quite loud, we can't yell to them. I'm going to fly over to the dragons.
Okay.
I'm gonna let the one that belongs to the Pantherans just know that we're gonna hop over and take a look at these things, and we'll be right back. And grab.
Tell Mercus to suck it. Whoosh.
Just tell them we'll be back shortly, and we'll join them. Hopefully they'll be ready to go at that point, and we'll grab Halsey, and I'll bring her over to the rest of the group, and then we'll take off over.
You say her name different so many times.
I do not. As much as I would love to, I do not think we should bring Franklin. He is responsible for these children right now. He should go and see the children.
Right. We'll let him go.
What were you saying about the name thing?
I was like, you keep saying Helsendrag. Helsendrag?
Helsendrag.
Helsendrag.
Helsendrag. Is her
Halsey is her nickname.
Government name.
Right. You just keep saying you just keep like riffing on it, and I'm like, Helsen.
Who is she?
What's her name?
It's fine. It's Halsey.
You come flying over, and she prowls off after you, as she pushes or like flies over this foliage that is blocking her view. You will notice that because it's been a year and they've been like bonding and stuff. You notice that when she sees Scales again, even though they've only been separate for like a couple minutes, her entire self like lights up. Her tail like goes up in the air a little bit, and like
She gives a little wriggle.
she like
Against her
wriggles
will.
a little bit, and like just
Does she start
all
to purr?
the scales on the back of her head like flare out all excited, and it's just for a second because she immediately tries to get it under control and look fierce and tough again. But you do all see it. It's very cute.
Hi, Halsey.
And breath in the ear right away again. She's right there. That hot dog breath in your face.
So we're gonna fly over there.
I taught Halsey to read the map.
Well, I was gonna fly myself and just have you guys follow me. So
Yeah, you guys can do that.
can we see the ruins from the river, or do I need to make kind of an investigation check to find where they're at on the other side?
Oh. This one is probably not quite as hidden.
Okay.
Could also see like there being like some sort of like a ruined like dock area style thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a riverside town.
Right.
Yeah, there probably is. It is. Like, you could just find where it is because of where he marked it on your Faz map. But, it takes you a minute to, like, put together that this used to be a place where people lived. It looks like it's been heavily destroyed by the river flooding over time. This is downhill from it, so every time it overflows, it's hitting this area. It's very messed up.
Poor planning. On somebody's part.
This is perhaps why they're no longer here.
And all of these things,
downhill.
I'm looking at them and thinking about like ways that we could build to improve and make more long-term structures for them. And I keep thinking, after all of this is over, if we survive, then maybe I'll work
Who knew
on
that
like
Crew's passion
it's
was
going to be architecture.
home building.
Yeah.
Is there anything that seems less destroyed suspiciously?
Suspiciously less destroyed. Roll me an investigation.
All of us?
Sure. If you want to investigate.
I would love to.
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation.
3.
3? Ooh, you got a nat 20!
Jeez.
Yeah, I almost got a nat 20. Just gotta roll the 2 and then I have +1 on an investigation.
Oh, that's right.
God.
2 is right next to it.
It's so pretty.
That's
14.
I really like these dice.
14. Okay, so this place is a wreck. There isn't much left. Sorry. Wrestling down a burp instead of just taking a pause. There isn't much left beyond old ruined roads. But On a nat 20, you can see that on like the higher part, ground-wise, of this little area appears to be what is left of a larger house. And it's built more of stone than anything else, so has lasted a longer time.
Mushroom.
I was gonna say it seems important. Let's go check that out.
You don't see any mushrooms, but it does look like this was a large house. It looked like it probably had multiple levels. It has still been damaged by the river, so a lot of the paint and whatever was decorating it has been worn off over time. But on a nat 20, you do see that this clearly was... There's pottery and stuff all over the place, like shards of it in the mud on the ground. Lots of jade and things in what looks to be like earrings and jewelry and stuff. This was the house of a wealthy individual.
Okay.
And in here, you find we'll say like partially shoved up onto the second level. The stairs are made of stone, so you're good there. You find the rotted remains of like a bookshelf. It's like just wood slop
Okay.
smeared into the corner. But underneath the slop, you find several... In fact, as you're digging through it, you're like, wow, this smells really bad. Like it's anaerobic. As you find underneath several big-ish, kind of like book size, like maybe bigger than your average book, stone tablets with very well-preserved writing on them.
Well, I guess we're gonna yank those.
Taking this with me, you swing your back over your shoulder and it's like clunk! Just stone in there. Yeah. Which you can study when you are able to read it. I have stuff to tell you. So.
Well, I know what I'm doing tonight when we camp, guys. I'm gonna study me some tablets. Do we wanna...
If we want, you can say that you head back to...
Yeah, let's meet back with where we're gonna... With their other dragon, and hopefully the others are there too.
Mercus and all them. If you want to take a little 2-hour break to fuel up and stuff, you could perhaps roll. Sure. If you want to take a break. If you want to just keep going for now.
So for the travel from here down to C4, we're going to have to go through the jungle, so we are going to be walking.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to make camp in here tonight. We could just go walk until we get to camp, and then take a study break then.
Okay. You can do it now.
I was just thinking it'd be good to take advantage of the daylight and travel, because I know travel in the jungle is not easy at night.
Is the daylight actually hitting the jungle floor at this point?
True, with all the trees packed.
I'm impressed that Franklin knew where those other ruins were, the ones beyond C4, because that's a good ways away from his village here, or his camp.
It is.
So where we're at now, we're almost to Camp 2.
What were the kids' names? They were Riz and...
Were they Riz?
Riz and something. Weren't those the kids?
I don't remember being Riz.
Riz.
Riz and something.
And...
It was also short.
Zam.
So it looks
that was
like
improv.
it looks
I
like
improv those names.
it looks like on foot.
Not looking at your notes.
It looks like on foot, based on the map size, it's about a 5-day travel. Might be a little faster with dragons if we're riding, for the most part, but it'll be at least 2 days. I would say even on dragon travel.
That's why we're collecting supplies.
To be fair, the
Yes.
distance between Camp 1 and Camp 2 is also like 4 to 6 days.
They got rangers.
They got what?
They got rangers. Got
Well, they
they
could be taking the river between the two camps too, and if they're doing that, it probably
definitely.
they can get there a little quicker. Well, that's pretty cool. Found some cool stuff.
Ruins.
Love to find.
Scared a man. Half to death, if not more.
Okay. So next time you're heading into the jungle
Hey, how's it going?
towards Camp 4,
Yep.
you will probably run into no problems.
Probably not.
Knowing D&D.
Seems.
So there's
likely.
been not a battle won yet. Well, I guess you had a battle in the beginning.
Yeah, just ask
Kinda.
Franklin.
A little
Half
bit.
battle and then got airstrikes.
That was yeah. I gotta get Scales to cast some spells.